The Pokemon Company launches investigation into Palworld designs after receiving many inquiries alleging copyright infringement. This story comes to us from Spencer Bakuli over at Bounding Into Comics. After receiving a flood of inquiries ostensibly sent from the Nintendo owned franchise's fans out of nothing more than a self assumed duty to blindly defend the stagnating game series' refusal to innovate, alleging IP infringement by the newly released title, the Pokemon Company has announced they will officially be undertaking a copyright investigation into Pocket Pair Incorporated's Palworld monster designs. Yeah, this guy's right here. Yeah. First announced in June 2021, Palworld is a monster catching open world survival game. Think Pokemon meets Ark Survival Evolved, wherein players are tasked with collecting various pals to help them in exploring and surviving the local Galapagos Islands. Sorry, I got tripped up. It's a cute name. To this end, after capturing a given pal in a pal sphere, players can then assign their new companions to perform various tasks around their local camp, including but not limited to farming, fighting, and forced labor. The latter usually done in service of manufacturing more items for developing production and defense capabilities of one's home base. But while most such monster catching titles force players to rely solely on their monsters to engage with their respective combat elements, Palworld instead invites them to get in on the action themselves and fight alongside their companions using a variety of weapons, ranging from fists to swords to full-on, full-auto firearms. Look at the little sheepy guys. They got little rat-a-tat-a-tat machine guns. It's great. Thanks to both its offering of what can be best described as a more expansive take on Pokemon Legends Arceus, which notably drew high praise for actually pushing the franchise in the open world direction many had long hoped it would take, and players widely having found themselves frustrated with the lack of effort put in by Pokemon into their recent Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet series entries, that Palworld's January 2024 early release was met with a tidal wave of success, selling over 1 million copies in its first 8 hours on sale. And here we have it here, the tweet from Palworld, EN. It says, Palworld has sold over 1 million copies in about 8 hours since release. Thank you to everyone for playing. And look at them, the little dorky cute things. Look at them. Anyway, and in the weeks since its release, the metaphorical tides have only continued to rise for Palworld. As of this writing, not only has the game sold over 8 million total copies, but it has also set a record for the second highest consecutive player count of any paid Steam game, having posted a total of 2,018,905 tamers on January 2024. For those curious, the top spot in this category currently belongs to PUBG Battlegrounds, which posted 3,257,248 players in January of 2018. However, not all was dollar signs and dancing for Palworld, as though a very evident magnitude of players around found themselves enjoying the game. There were a number, particularly the aforementioned Pokemon diehards, who responded to its success by attempting to poke any hole they could into its reputation. While this campaign saw a number of tactics deployed by critics, including accusing its art assets of being generated with AI due simply to Pocket Pair Inc. CEO's own self-professed interest in the technology and vaguely claiming, as Naughty Dog senior artist Del Walker did, that it was made nefariously and by cheating. Perhaps none was more prominent than that which saw monster designs charged with being nothing more than wholesale ripoffs of various Pokemon. And while admittedly a number of Palworld pals do share some visual similarities to their Game Freak developed predecessors, arguments to this end were often made based on Olympic level reaches and bad faith interpretations of common character design elements. Unfortunately for Palworld, despite the equal amounts of visual evidence to support the PAL's designs being, at least for the most part, original, it seems its critics have managed to escalate their complaints to the Pokemon Company themselves, as on January 25th, The company announced that in light of a number of inquiries regarding their company's games, it would be launching an official investigation into the entire situation. Quote, we have received many inquiries regarding whether another company's game released in January 2024. We have not granted any permission for use of Pokemon intellectual property or assets in that game. We intend to investigate and take appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on intellectual property rights related to the Pokemon. We will continue to cherish and nurture each and every Pokemon and its world and work to bring the world together through Pokemon in the future. That's right. As of this writing, though, Pocket Pair Incorporated has yet to offer an official comment on the Pokemon Company's announcement. So, what do you guys think about this? Do you think these little guys are ripoffs of the Pokemon, or are these just cute monster designs? And because Pokemon rules the world of cute monster designs, we all assume that cute monsters are Pokemon. Don't know. Feel free to hit like and subscribe, though, because we're going to keep following this, and who knows, maybe it'll end up in court. We'll see you in the comments, though.